In this video we're going to be looking at factorization by grouping. Essentially what that means is you are given a group of terms over here and you are asked to factorize them. So we can break them into two little groups and we can see what is common on both sets and then factorize them. So let's give that a go. Alright, well here's the expression rewritten. So what is common over here and what is common over here? So firstly, in this first group of two terms, I know that I'm going to have 5 outside my bracket, w plus 2, alrighty. And in my second lot, I know I'm going to have 3x on the outside, because that is my common factors, w plus 2, close my bracket. So if I multiplied 5 by w, I get 5w, 5 by 2, I get 10. 3x by w is 3xw, and 3x multiplied by 2 will give me 6x. So now I can ask myself, what do I have in common in these two terms over here? Well, I have a w plus 2 over there and a w plus 2 over there, so those two are common. So I can put those two inside their own little bracket, which I'll do plus 2. And what do I have left over here? Over 5, and I have a plus 3x over there. So 5 plus 3x over there, and I have solved it. But just to be on the safe side, I want to check that this equation over here is the result of these two terms multiplied together. So I'm just going to do a quick check. I'm going to go w multiplied by 5 is 5w, w multiplied by 3x is going to give me plus 3wx. 2 multiplied by 5 is going to give me plus 10, and 2 multiplied by 3x is going to give me plus 6x. Alright, so let's see if we can rearrange it in the same format as this over here. So I'm going to have 5w, I've used that one, then I've got a 10, which is over there, plus 10, then I've got 3xw, okay, so I need to just turn these two around, so that's going to be plus 3xw, I've done that one, plus 6x. Does that whole thing equal the same as that one? Yes, it does. I have factorized it correctly. Okay, well, here's another little example for you to have a go at. Put the video on pause and come back when you're ready. Remember to try and break these two into two little terms by themselves. Alright, my first group of terms is going to be x squared plus 2x. Plus, and I'm going to have 3x plus 6 is my second group of terms. Alrighty. Having a look at my first group of terms, I know x squared can be written as x multiplied by x, and 2x can be written as 2 multiplied by x. So therefore I know my common is going to be an x, and on the inside, which is those two over there, I'm going to have an x plus 2 inside the bracket. Likewise, 3x can be written as 3 multiplied by x, and 6 can be written as 3 multiplied by 2. So I know that 3 and the 3 is going to be on the outside of my bracket because that's my like term, and I've got an x plus 2 in the inside of my bracket. So it looks something like that. Next, I can identify that that and that are the same, so I can therefore write those in their own bracket, so it's going to be x plus 2. Alrighty, and what have I got left over? I've got x plus 3, and that goes into the second bracket, and therefore I have factorized it correctly. Now if I wanted to check that I'd actually got this correctly factorized down to this, I can do a quick FOIL of this over here. So x multiplied by x is x squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. So is this the same as that over there? Yes, it is. Just the 3x and the 2x seem to be out of place, but otherwise it is perfectly correct. Alright, well sometimes we're given expressions like this and we actually need to rearrange them a little bit. I can see that 9 and 18 are going to be factors of each other because 9 or 2 lots of 9 gives me 18. So I'm going to group those two together and I'm going to move this x over here with this one. So I'm going to rewrite this equation to look something like this. 2x squared plus x minus 18x minus 9. Alright, so pretty much if I wanted to, that is the one equation and that over there is the second. So I know that 2x squared can be written as 2 multiplied by x, and obviously x stays as it is. So my common here is going to be x, and inside my bracket is going to be 2x, and I'm going to go plus 1 because x times 1 will give me x. Right, now the second lot over here, I know that I've got minus, that is common there, and that's going to be minus 9, and this is going to be 2 times 9 times x. So the minus 9x is common on both sides, so it's going to be minus 9, and inside my bracket I'm going to have 2x, and I'm going to have plus 1, because 9 times 1 gives me 9, or negative 9 in this case. Next I can identify that that and that are common, so they will sit inside their own bracket. So I'm going to go 2x plus 1, and what is left over? I've got x minus 9, and that goes in the second bracket. So I have factorized the above equation. So just to make sure that I'm actually correct, I'm going to do a quick FOIL, and I'm going to go 2x multiplied by x is going to give me 2x squared. 2x multiplied by minus 9 is minus 18x. 1 multiplied by x is going to give me plus x, and 1 multiplied by negative 9 is negative 9. So let's see if we've got all those in the right place. Well, minus 2x squared is in the right place, and then I've got minus 9, so minus 9, and then I have got minus 18x, so minus 18x, and then the last I've got plus x. Is that the same as that? Yes, it is. So we've correctly factorized. And that's all there is to factorizing by grouping.